Preview.
So, Rhonda, you have a lot of experience in dealing and helping companies transition to a public company. So, they call that an IPO, initial public offering. And so, what's some of the unique situations that companies have to deal with when they're going to a private company, and like who are their stakeholders at that point compared to when they go public and they have other stakeholders that are involved in the running of the business?
Yeah, very good question. If you think about like a private equity firm that may be going out and buying a small a small private company that wants to go public, that private company may have never, prepared anything for their audit. They've never prepared a set of financial statements. And so just at the beginning of that, there's a lot of audit prep to get ready for that audit they have to go through. And then once they get those financial statements put together, then there's still the going through, okay, I've been private, now what do I need to do to be a public company? And a lot of that could be, integration that they need. They need help with their accounting system, right? They need to be able to set it up and run it and be able to file their new quarterly and yearly filings. And those, tend to be a lot of challenge for a private company that's going to go public.
Yeah, so just to follow up on that, I mean, the regulatory compliance issues with a private versus a public company are vastly different, right? There's a lot more complexity. So, where does it make sense to get outside help in kind of maintaining and in complying with those regulations and those compliance issues?
I mean, I would say early on, when a company is just thinking about, or a CFO is, thinking about wanting to go down that path, the earlier the better, right? To just get in there, start cleaning up, the accounting, start looking at your policies and getting them compliant, with GAAP and then the SEC regulations. If you do that early on, then it will help, I think, during the crunch time of when, you have that timeline of public company readiness.
Yeah, because there is a lot of requirements that are time dependent once you're a public company, right? You got to do quarterly filings, annual filings. And so there's time frames that you have to hit in order to stay public. And so it's, the time becomes very, very specific.